Hello and good morning, everybody. It is 11:10 a.m. New York time. How is everyone? Hope you're all doing well. It is podcast time. Hope everybody's good. Let me get some things handled here for just a moment. We want to make sure we put this in the playlist of strange conversations. Let me get that done. And then we're going to go to customization. Yeah, we're going to cancel that. We gotta save. Cancel. Save. Hi, Liz Costa. Everybody's already popping in. Hey, Fafo. Great. Were you guys all waiting? I swear to God. We're gonna put it on subscriber only mode, guys. So, if you're subscribers, make sure to subscribe and you guys can all chat and, I don't know, have a good time. Hello, Lori Malore. Griffin, how are you? Guys, it's September 1st, not September. Oh my God, it's October. October 1st. How is everyone? Let me get up my thing here so I can see the chat here as well. Szabodos, good to see you. Oh, is it gonna show up? Refresh. Oh, there it is. Make sure this is on mute. Bink. Okay, on mute. Top chat, live chat. There we go. Subscriber only mode. Perfect. Ambrose, how are you doing? Hello, Mrs. Metalhead. Oh, there's Nightbot. Nightbot's showing up perfectly on time. Gotta love Nightbot. My hair is like sticking up. How are you all? You having a good time? It's October 1st. It is literally 30 more days and we will be... Hi, Kelly Squirrel. Hi, Leela. How are you? Kimberly Grace, good to see you. We will be at Halloween. Do you sense any October pumpkins or witches emojis? I don't have any, but there are some up there. You can use those. My glasses are filthy. We're gonna have to wipe those clean because I'm seeing blobs and slobs. What's today's topic? We're gonna talk about nostalgia. You know, a lot of reasons why. One, Joe and I took that whole trip out to Bridgehampton, which is a very weird little town, for sure. Yeah, that was bizarre. Hi, Daniel. First time here in my channel. You're from Germany. Well, welcome in. Are they clean? I don't know. Oh, there's a little pumpkin emoji. Have I made any? No, not yet. Hi, Major Minis. How are you doing? I got something to drink here. It's not coffee because I've already had 2 cups. It's lemonade, sugar-free. You know how I have to do. But anyway, you had a fall very bruised 2 ribs. Oh my God. Kimberly, none of that. We can't handle that. None of that. No. No. I know you guys all in shock I'm not in black. Why? I don't know. Josh made this shirt from Berlin and want to use it to train my skills and listening. That's perfect. A lot of people do come in here for that very reason. Hi, Manolo Chapa. You're smart, Ambrose. I can never find it. But yeah, Joe and I took a trip out to Kmart. Good morning, Christopher Dotson. You're officially back. Beach Bum. You two need an NY ID card for the free stuff and discounts. You must live in NYC. You do. We've had those. Oh, bruised ribs are nothing to play with, man. I actually did bruise my ribs on the Wonder Wheel of all things here in New York. And just from getting bounced around. And I actually had to have medication subscribed because it was so painful. I actually was worried that I had like either pneumonia or something else going on. Because it hurt so bad. So, yeah, the bruised ribs, take it easy. You know, do a little bit of ibuprofen or whatever works for you. I'm not a doctor, but do whatever you can for that. But anyway, we took a trip out to Bridgehampton. You have meds, sleeping hurts. Sleeping does hurt because you can't lay on your side. It's so bad. But we took that trip out to Bridgehampton because we wanted to see this Kmart. Because it was the last full-size Kmart that was around. And I am working on the video today to get it up and out there this afternoon for all of you. but it was a very nostalgic trip. Not because of Bridgehampton or the Hamptons or Long Island, but because of Kmart. Because everybody grew up with Kmart. Hi, I love it. Everybody's saying hi. Everybody grew up with Kmart. Everybody knows Kmart pretty much if you lived in the US. I mean, there were over 2,000 stores. I mean, hi, Clare. Good afternoon from the UK, from Brit. But we all know that. It was part of our childhood. It's where you got everything. You had your car serviced. You'd get your back to school there. There was a cafeteria for lunch and snacks that you probably had with your grandmother and stuff like that. The Blue Light Special, all of that stuff, so nostalgic. So that's why we took that drive out there. Now, I did get kicked out of it, or pretty much that was shut down. As I walked in, they didn't want any filming, but we did film some, and that's what the video is coming. But the whole thing got me started on, you know, nostalgia. Like, that was the reason why I drove. Yeah, the Kmart Garden Center. That we drove, and Joe was like, I can't believe we're doing this. But you know me, I do weird stuff. But we drove over 2 hours to go to an old Kmart. Hot Mess Kmart. Yes, it's part of your childhood. I wonder how Martha Stewart feels about closing. I don't think she cares. Martha Stewart got her money. Martha Stewart made a nice penny. I mean, she was able to flip from, you know, being bougie, and then she's in Kmart, and then she went to jail, and now she's making money, and she's hanging with Snoop. So that woman, she made money. She made money and stuff. Your streams with your husband throughout NYC is very funny. Well, thank you so much. But yeah, that got me on the whole nostalgia kick. Like you would do everything there, you know, and then it got me thinking about other things. We've talked about it. You know, once you actually get, I don't know, I mean, even when you're younger than I am, and everybody knows I'm not the youngest person, but, like you start to reminisce. Everybody reminisce. We're coming in to, like I call it, the silly season of the holidays. And if that's not the biggest time that everybody starts to reminisce and starts to feel that nostalgia pull, you know, in their hearts and in their minds and all that stuff, and they start wishing for a simpler time. Listen, none of the times were simple. We just categorize them that way because we always try to remember, you know, whatever happened in the past. I mean, we got through the past, so it wasn't, as we would say, as hard, you know. And yeah, I just feel like since we went down there, and then this Thursday is Joe and I's, this is our 32nd wedding anniversary. We, simpler times like in 1929, those weren't simple, but it's going to be our 32nd anniversary, which, you know, everybody's always like, wow, how'd you do it? Hi, Jessica. Welcome in. Hi, NYC gal. Good to see you. How you guys get so far into this? You know, you guys have been blah, blah. You know, they keep going on and about the whole thing. You know what I mean? And you're like, yay, it's accomplishment. It is. You know, being married. Joe and I have been together for 39 years. We're going to be hitting 40 years together and stuff. Good morning, Ronnie C. Always good to see you. And like I said, it got me, like, you always think about that. You know, nostalgia is my new band name. It totally is. Right, Rob Law? That would be a good one. Is there one called Nostalgia? Nostalgia, your favorite subject, says Damien. Wonderful. I mean, we hit it in all different kinds. Even people today who are, say, millennials, and they're actually 30 years old now. Think about that. Hi, C-Jam. Congrats and God bless. Thank you so much. But, like, my son is a millennial. He's 30. How did that happen? How did the millennials become that? Like, that's wild to me. You know, I'm Gen X. A warm coffee you just taken. I have actually lemonade. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning, and that's my limit in the morning, you know. But, so then it makes me think about everything. And people have always asked to see pictures and stuff of things that, how we were. And I'm not going to go way back in the day. You're only going to get a couple of those because we're actually going to go down just a tiny bit photo album of the Yo Ang and Coffee Joe life. Okay. And it's going to be a little bit from before and then a lot of here, really before I actually started doing YouTube. just a little bit of that stuff so you guys get to see it. And I'll kind of give you guys an idea of what happened and everything else. It's kind of a little nostalgia for us. Do you love a bit of nostalgia? I went walking with my high school teacher I hadn't seen for 24 years. Fabulous memories were recalled from both of you. And isn't it great when they actually say something or they remind you of a memory that you totally forgot and now you remember it? I really love it when your memory is jogged. They say lapis lazuli is the stone to give for the 32nd wedding anniversary. Is it really? I love that. Hi, Fabio. Hello, dear aunt. Greetings from Amsterdam. I also watched your video from Kmart with you. It was, thank you. Your son's going to be 30 also, J-Ro. Wow. We deserve rewards. We do. I know. Brains are weird that way. We'll never totally understand them. No, we won't. And it's just like little things. And that's why I like sometimes to reminisce. Like we were talking one time in one of my chats about like the best kids meal that you'd get at fast food restaurants. You know, we were talking about McDonald's and all the kids meals and all the little things that came in and how people collected them. And it's so weird. I just love reminiscing sometimes. Now, sometimes it gets out of hand. Because you know what happens is you go to a family gathering, they start talking, and then it's the same stories over and over. I like hearing the news stories and stuff. There was that, and the teacher ended the day with, Clare, I'm proud of how you turned out. Wow, Claire, that is a wonderful thing. I love that. It's cool then when they think that, like they remember you. When somebody from forever ago remembers you. And honestly, that's all we really want is someone to remember us. Like that we made some kind of impact, you know, and everything. And then it got me, like I said, it got me thinking about why do we get down this road? And I'm kind of like, well, it gives you the warm, fuzzy feels. It's kind of an escapism from what is happening now, because now sometimes we can't deal with the chaos that's happening in the world or in your life. But if you reminisce a little bit or you go nostalgic, it kind of gives you that feel. Anyone remember the TV dinner that came with a packet of chocolate for Choco Milk? I don't remember that, but that's cool. Somebody remembered me and asked what happened to you. They always want to know what the hell happened to me. Listen, I'm the one person that whenever they're doing the high school reunion, they can never get a hold of. They can't get a hold of. I was a part of so many different groups, but never like one clique. Like, you know, I never belonged to like one little clique. I touched every single one, just about. It was weird. That happens to me all the time. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're going to talk today about, the TV dinner with the brownie. I remember that. Do you remember it was always, what was it, Banquet? Was it Banquet? That was the one. You were 5 years old when you had that TV dinner. We didn't get that one because that one was probably too expensive. We had like 6 kids. I just watched a YouTube talking about David Duchovny X-Files fandom from 99. I can't believe that was 25 years ago. Right? No, Swanson. Oh my God, Swanson. It was Swanson. Swanson and Banquet. Remember those two? The Banquet, the pot pies. I feel I lived my best life already, and there is the past. I wish sadly I could go back. It makes me sad a lot, despite I know I was lucky in all those moments. You know what? We're lucky today. And even though I feel like people sometimes think that they've lived their best life, you still have so much life in front of you. You don't know what's going to happen necessarily. And I always sit there and think, I'm going to make the best of what I have now, so that when I remember now, those are great memories. Salisbury steak. What was Salisbury steak? Can somebody explain it to me? Was it just meatloaf in a patty form? I don't know what it was, you know, for real. What the hell was Salisbury steak? I don't know. Darlene W., you're working and listening? Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's just I don't know why. I miss drive-ins. My parents would take us and pack a picnic to take. Oh, we did drive-ins too. Drive-ins is actually where I think I saw E.T. and I think I saw Empire Strikes Back. Like when it first came out. I think like right around then. Mystery meat. I don't know what Salisbury steak was. Fake steaks, that's what it was. Hey, Brian Davis, how are you? I love that. No, I don't know what that was. Like, that's just weird, right? Oldies doo-wop. Oh, I didn't do the doo-wop. Like I said, I grew up, you know, my heyday was the 80s when I was in, you know, high school, junior high. That was all 80s. I was a total 80s child, you know. 70s. I was born like 68. Shh, don't say anything. I know I'm 56 years old. Drive-in was an event. Strawberry steaks features a blend of breadcrumbs, seasonings cooked with a rich brown gravy. So basically it's meatloaf in a steak form. I love a nice fake steak covered in gravy from powder. Oh my God, the powder. Think about what they've done to our food. Powder. That was the era. That was the era of powder. That was the era of everything was fabricated to the point and that it was no longer recognizable as food, but then we had to reconstitute it. Come on. You know, it's incredible that you have a son who's 30. You guys doing an amazing job. I thought you had no children. No, we have one child. He's a man. He's 30 years old and stuff. Tang. Yo. It was fake steak. Why was it called Salisbury? Who the hell is Salisbury, or where was it? And did they literally serve that? Powdered mole. I know, for real. But anyway, like I said, I promised you guys that I was going to be doing things. Oh, by the way, as it is the first of the month, I got to make sure I sit on the right side. I'm going to be giving away memberships. So make sure you have your memberships gifting turned on. Okay. And you just have to go, and I'm not sure how to do it. You can look it up how to do it. I don't know, on the phone. Don't make me figure it out on the phone. You probably already have it turned on. So many of you do. Okay, now I'm going to research Salisbury steak. Please do, and let us know, because we want to know any of those old recipes. Which are actually probably, you know what's crazy? All those old recipes, they're like hip and cool now. What the hell is that? Highlight of wisdom. Good to see you, crazy grandma. Always good to see you. Salisbury steak is named after Dr. James Henry Salisbury, American physician and chemist, who promoted a meat-based diet in the 19th century. Then why were there breadcrumbs? I don't know. A doctor made up Salisbury. That's crazy. Oh, whatever. I can't. Everybody just do this. Just do this. Hand to the forehead. But are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to go down memory lane with me? We're going to go through a little bit of a photo album. Now, I couldn't get a lot of them off my drives because I have a drive that's so old that go into the drive is fingers crossed. But I went to my Facebook. Not the YoAng Facebook, but my personal Facebook. And there were so many photos there from when I first joined Facebook and everything, and I started actually putting things down. So if you guys are ready, you'd eat Salisbury steak every meal if you could. I don't remember really liking it. I mean, I like meatloaf, but that thing in a tray with just a little gravy and that weird mashed potatoes that was made out of powder. I don't know. Actually, sometimes that would be better than the meals they give us on the flights now, because we don't even get meals. They don't even throw us peanuts anymore. We get nothing. We all know this. We get nothing! But you guys are ready. Let me get through here. I'm going to actually do this to turn that on, but I'm also, ignore that. We're going to, such a weird consistency it was. But if you guys are ready, are you ready? I mean, strap in. I'm going to give you a little story behind each photo so you understand. You can't find my personal Facebook, no. But you can find the YoAng one. But I will, let me see how many people I got in here. By the way, we got 81 watching. 81 of you fine folks. Can't wait? Okay. We're going to go to the first photo. I got to make sure I think I have them in order here. Hang on. You guys are going to die. You ready? Oh wait, where's Joe? Why can't I see Joe? Oh my God. I have Joe cut off. That's so funny. Okay, so right there, me in the white dress, that's me. Joe's cut off. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. But Joe is cut off. He's over there in the tan thing. That's his best friend, Craig, and my best friend, Sandy. I wasn't dating the guy in the middle. I was over there. But that's me as a senior in high school. Y'all wanted to see that. We don't want to see it anymore. I can't. But then this picture is so incredibly sweet. This picture is 7 years later. I do see some hair. I know, Joe's got hair. Okay, but this one was 7 years later. That's me and Joe on our wedding day. Craig and Sandy, yes. On our wedding day with my grandparents who were, I loved them just to pieces and stuff in the church that we got married in. But as you see, Joe has hair. And I was delusional in thinking that I was going to the slouchy red belt of the 80s. Yes. Remember that? Remember those belts that were like that? You had so many. Or you had the skinny belt that looped around you a couple times. You know what I'm saying? You did that, right? Right? Crazy. Hi, Sister Yosh. What incredible photo. Thank you. Isn't that funny? Okay, now we're skipping ahead, way far ahead, guys, I think. We're going to skip way far ahead. And this is, wait, I got to go back. Hang on a minute, because I want to take the other photo off. There. I know, this is like difficult. Yes, the double belt, right? Everybody remember the double belt of the 80s? This is a picture of Joe and Josh on our very first trip as a family to New York City. And in all places, we are in mood. And Josh was buying that feather. If you can see Joe's face looking at Josh, because Josh is just so beyond happy to be in mood. And this is before we moved here, before we even had an inkling that we would ever live in New York City. This is when we went to Mood so he could get his first big shopping trip done for that. I know, look at them. Look at them too. Look at them too. He was like looking for everything he could possibly do. Joe was just like, just tell me what the bill is. You know? But that was on our very first trip here to New York City and such. You must have had so much fun looking at these pics to show us. I was scrambling to get through them all, for real. Now the next one, as you guys see, this one here is when we are, actually you can see where it's the same trip, and we decided to go to Grand Central Terminal to go get food from that market. Now I've taken you guys through Grand Central Terminal, and there was like a little market in there, and we went and got a bunch of different food, and it was cold. It was April, and it was freaking cold and windy. As you see, we're all bundled up. Joe's in his little fedora, and we're having a picnic over at Bethesda, and that is where we were. So like what I'm trying, okay, so here's the things. What I found about, because people always ask, like, you know, what is the big secret to a long marriage? What is this? What is that? Don't you love the fedora? We still have a fedora up here for him. But I always say, yeah, you have your highs and your lows, but it's all the in-between. The in-between moments. And that's, like, everybody always captures a picture of them standing in front of some iconic thing and stuff. But my favorite photos and my favorite memories are things like this. Of like Joe and Josh, which way do I go? This, Joe and Josh eating in Central Park. That's what my favorite things are. So I just picked out some random photos. I'm like, yeah, I remember this. We were totally eating in there. It's always things that are in the moment. Does that make sense? Like I said, we're just going down. And then on the same trip, and then on a different trip, we came out. This was one of our first times going. Yeah, do you see that? The real moments, exactly. Fafa, Joe steals Josh's food, 1,000%. And this was just a picture of the duck that was at the Thanksgiving Day parade. We had never gone, and that was like the first time we ever saw all of that. We were just like, what? I thought it was crazy. So then we have that. And then we have, on another trip, this is when Josh was going to school. Okay, he was going to school, Affleck Duck, right? This is when Josh was going to school at FIT. And it was Joe Catrone's missing duck, missing goose. You love all this, William Foley? I'm so glad. Anyway, this is when Josh was attending school his first year at FIT. And Joe and I came out for Thanksgiving because he couldn't come home. So we decided to rent an Airbnb, which is where we are, and stuff. And they're just hanging out on the couch, as you can see. We look a little different. Look how young Josh was. So cute. I know he had his hair platinum blonde. But look at Joe. It's Joe, but we look a little bit different now since we've been living in New York. And then random photo of Joe that I think is hilarious because this shows Joe as the most delicate flower ever. How soon did you move to New York City after Josh started FIT? It was a few years. He was in FIT, and the year he graduated, Darlene, is actually the year we ended up moving here. It's just what it was. You know, this is Joe going like this because he got a boo-boo on his lip. Totally. If you guys think that, because some people always ask me, are we exactly how we are in camera, or are we different behind the scenes? As you can see, Joe diving for rings in the 5-foot deep section. It was a true thing. And in fact, I think that was Josh in the back swimming. I don't know. But, you know, Joe's got to have the goggles on because we in the swimming pool at my sister's house. It was so stupid. But he's like, I hurt my lip. Now with Photoshop and AI, you can be whatever you want to be. Exactly. It's true. But these are the real things. All right. Then we had another trip the following year. And this was Joe and I coming to New York again. Josh was in school. And it was like, I think in the spring. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it had to be in the spring. Because Josh was a part of a competition. Okay. Between FIT and Parsons. And they did this whole fashion competition between the two schools. And this was on that trip. If you can see, Josh has changed over the year. Joe looks like the guy from Seinfeld. Wait, I've got one of those. Willie Wilson, you'll die. But this was when he was in the competition, which he did win and such. So it was quite the moment for us. We took a picture just to memorialize it because we were there for him. And then on this picture, this is what, because we were still living in Minnesota. Hi, Waltmoney, how are you? Yeah, he is George Costanza. I have a photo of something from that. Josh looks pretty much like Joe, only 30 years younger, son and dad. They do look a lot alike. Except Josh has a little bit more of an angular feature to his face, is what we figured out. But this is Joe showing off his pruning skills of a little tree that we had. As you see, he pruned out the entire middle of the tree. I told him, leave the tree alone. Does he listen to me? No, this is Joe doing exactly what Joe does, whatever the hell Joe wants. So I'm like, great, now we have a tree that looks like deer antlers. What the hell, Joe? Yeah, exactly. Now that lawn coffee, Joe. This was our backyard, part of our backyard. He threw out the lawnmower. This was like when we were trying to get out, we were going to do all this stuff around. It was a cherry brown tree. Look at, he actually pruned out the entire center of the tree. It was just this little tree, and he just couldn't give it any grace. That's my bonsai. Joe thought he was a bonsai master. Unfortunately, he was not. Okay, now, these are pics after we moved to New York City. This was probably from the first year. Let the goats eat it, right? For real, Kelly Squirrel. I think that's so funny. That's your bonsai. Joe, always, always eating. These are the pictures that people, I feel like people don't necessarily take. I take all of them. I take all the silly, stupid pictures because I'll just be like, I can't with you, Joe. It's literally standing in front of it, just eating his favorite thing. It was supposed to be a rabbit design with the hedge trimmers. Yeah. Well, he wasn't what you call Edward Scissorhands with that. Yep. Joe in Chinatown. He's eating one of those red bean, like rice ball things that you get. He loved them. He would get like 4 of them and he would eat 2 right away. And I'm like, Joe, that's a lot of rice dough. What do you do? He loved them. He loved them. Joe's always one for food. Always. And me, this is me. I also get pictures of me taken. Hang on, I gotta take the other one down. I also have pictures of me and the skills of my landscaper, right? They were brilliant. Eating my favorite dish here in Chinatown, which is pho. For real. Put antlers on the tree. I know. It was like for Christmas, but it wasn't Christmas. And this one is me eating pho at one of our favorite restaurants down there. It still is in business, and they still make the most awesome pho. Let's not talk about the sweater. The sweater, I don't know what I was thinking with that sweater. That was a heinous mess. That was something probably bought at Talbot's, and as you can see, right around the cuffs, it has like holly and shit. Good God. You like it? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think, yeah, it's the ugly Christmas sweater. I got rid of it. It's gone. Be gone, ugly sweater. You love the sweater? I can't with the sweater. That sweater to me is just, if you had seen it, it was so Christmas themed. No. It even had like the little hooks, the little, little clasps. No. Girlfriend needed to stop the chaos. For real. Wait, no, not that one. Not that one. Okay, let's go to the new one. See the sweater. This one right here. This one right here is Joe. And this was right after when we found the Metro Diner. One of our first meals there. I'm laughing at all the comments. Thanks, everyone. It's another stressful day at work. This was one of our first meals at Metro Diner. As you can see, the background. And the waiter came up to us and said to Joe, "Hey, you look like that little guy on Seinfeld. You look like George." I got to buy another sweater for Christmas, though. I know I do. It was Norwegian style, but it was like, Americanized Norwegian kind of thing. But yeah, this is when the guy actually said to Joe, "You look like George Costanza." And I was like, I can't. For real. I couldn't. Then there's your George. Hi, RJ. How are you doing? By the way, we are 30 minutes in. I am going to do the gifting of memberships. So I'm going to say I'm just gifting 5 now. Everybody, if you have not... Oh, look at that. What? That's a crazy little thing that popped up. Let's see who got the memberships. Brian Davis was gifted 1. Willy Willis. SPC was gifted 1. And Helena, 59, was gifted a membership. Look at all those memberships. And Skippy's House was gifted a membership. Congrats to all 5 of you for the memberships. You guys definitely check out my community page. You'll find the links to the YoAngNYC Facebook page, as well as our Discord, where we have lots of fun and it's a little chaos. Look at all those things going on. Everybody gets a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. We still have 5 more to gift away. We'll do those in a little bit. Look, it's going to keep doing it for a little bit. It's going to keep doing it. That's me saying, you've been gifted a membership. Yay, yay, yay. I can't. How do I stop it? Is it done? Is it done? Oh, no, it's not done. Oh, my God. Like I said, today, guys, on Strange Conversations, we're going down nostalgia road so that we can all just look at the albums, because Joe's and my anniversary is this Thursday. And I figured, I think this is the last one. Is that do they have the memberships for life or a little team? I can only gift a month at a time. So every month, YouTube allows me to give 10 memberships away to people. So I try to make sure I get them in so that everybody can have the use of them. All right, back to the crazy. The next one, this is Joe and one of our first trips to West Side Market in the deli section, which blew our minds because we have never been into a deli section that had so much stuff. For real. We had never been into a store that the deli section was so huge. From all different kinds of chicken salad and guacamole and everything. Oh, that makes sense. That's nice. But they will want it for sure. Absolutely. Date night. We don't know what we're going to do, but we are going to be doing a date night. Yeah, this is just one aisle in there. And there's a whole nother section of the deli in the hot section. But when we first came here, I was so enamored with it. I had to take a photo, and there you go. The next one, let's see. This is Joe and I at the San Gennaro, our first San Gennaro feast. Yes, congratulations all to the new members. Make sure you check it out on the community page for those links. Now, Joe and I, when we first moved here, wanted to experience everything. Date note might be that seafood place out on Long Island, or I forgot. Oh my God. We should take him to that one. Anyway, but at the very first San Gennaro that Joe and I went to, and this is like when we first moved here, I wasn't doing YouTube. I wasn't doing it, but it would have been cool if I was, because at this one, they were making the Guinness World Record for the world's largest cannoli. That's what it is. And as you see, these are like very odd looking cannolis because they're not. It's actually a piece of the shell from the world's largest cannoli with all of the cannoli cream. So they made this cannoli. I don't even know how big it was, but it was probably, I don't know, like 40 feet long. And it was giant. It was like huge. It was a huge cannoli. And they built it and they filled it and then they cracked it open and everybody got to have a part of it. It was actually really good. It was a very cool experience, and that was done over where they do the stage and everything, so it was very cool. So we were part of the whole world's largest cannoli at the San Gennaro in our first year that we moved here. Next one, let me find a good one here. Oh, this one is of Joe and our little babes, because when we did move here, we had 2 dogs. I've talked about them before. On the left, on this side, wait, right here, this one, that was Sassafras. We called her Sassy. And then this little one over here, the little tan and brown one, that was Lulabelle. We called her Lula. And those were our 2 little teeny mini dachshunds that ran around. And I know, they were super cute. Joe loved them. They were 2 little knuckleheads and stuff. But I thought I'd show that and share that with you. And then this would be Joe's favorite place to hang out, on our couch with the little dog. This is how I would find them all the time. For real. Just hanging out the in-between time, doing nothing on a Saturday afternoon. Swear to God. That's what it was. They both did the same thing. So cute. Now, this one here is when Joe and I and Josh were able to go with my sister to Hawaii. Just a random photo. We're all in a giant thing going up in the mountains, but you know, we're there having a good time. Yeah, they were super cute, weren't they? And then this is us at the luau. Don't ask me what I was doing with my makeup. I don't know who I thought I was or what I was doing. I thought I needed... You will never probably see me put that much makeup on my face again. That was like, I don't know. I can't even speak to what that was. It was too much. Hi, Karina. How are you? Good to see you. But this was in Hawaii where we went for the whole thing. Joe's got his lay on. Josh and I are wearing them on our heads because I don't know. But legit, you probably will never see me wear that much makeup. Yeah, it's our fam. Hey, right? We don't ever take formal photos. This one, just to prove that we do get snow here in New York City. This is of my niece, Lauren, which you guys have met on the channel, and her friend Keegan. And they came in for, I think it was like 2 days. They were in town for 2 days. And Joe and I decided to take them on a whirlwind run through everything. So we were in the park. We were full of snow. It was coming down. It was a snowstorm from crazy land. But we do get snow. And so we were taking them around. This is still before I did YouTube, just to see everything. But look at all that snow. We were frozen. It was damn cold. Oh, I want to close that. Now this is Joe at IKEA. As you can see, Joe is always Joe. He's always Joe. He's going to be doing Joe kind of things and such. They were fortunate to get snow. Yeah. Joe thinks he's Superman. That's him carrying the rug that we were going to have for the apartment. Now we don't have the rug because I know, do you love the shorts? I was like, what are you doing with those shorts? The Madras shorts, I know. He always cracked me up with when he would put stuff together. I'm like, okay, that's what you want to wear out. And could they be any longer? Could they be down to his damn shins? That was ridiculous, the Madras shorts, I know. He was just so kooky. But Joe thinks he's Superman. He's always extra, if you haven't noticed that. And then, this is a very recent one. If anybody can guess when this was. Well, the rug we had to get rid of. Do you guys have an IKEA in NYC? We do. We have it in Brooklyn, in Red Hook. So what you do is you can take the ferry over, or you can drive over to Brooklyn and Red Hook and go there. They will ship to the city, as an AKA Manhattan. I think it's like $150. So you buy anything you possibly need and they'll ship it to you. But the rug is gone because our dogs felt like it was grass. And they were very grateful that we brought in this fake grass. We brought the fake grass in so that they could pee on it. The rug is gone. No, this is not Maine. This actually is from van life last year. This was me sitting in the van from van life. I thought about that. I'm like, no, that's the van. Christmas time in a hut. It does. No, I was inside of a van. We did van life last year, guys. This is when I was doing YouTube and stuff. And we spent 10 days living in a van, boondocking the whole time. We did not stay at any campgrounds or anything like that. It was Donna. Yes, this is inside of Donna and stuff. I still want a Donna so bad. Donna be expensive. Why are you so expensive, Donna? Yes, it was van life. We brought one of our Yo mugs, but I think Joe broke it. Joe broke the Yo mug, which was very sad. So we have to make, I actually have new ones coming out, so we'll be all set for Christmas. You know that. And this last one we're going to end with, as I say, I like all the moments of in between the big moments. You know, those moments where you're on vacation, those moments where you have a big, you know, graduation, a wedding, a birth, Christmas, all of those. This right here, these are the moments that I love, of just the goofiness. I know he looks like a mad scientist. And the story behind this Joe broke our French press. So he went out to buy a French press from the local hardware store. And the little one, that little tiny one right here, this one, that's what he bought. He bought the little one. And I was like, who is drinking that? Who is drinking that one? So I had to take it upon myself and then buy the big one on Amazon, and it came in. I said, why don't we do a comparison? It was crazy. But these are the things that I love, that I remember, and stuff like that. I just think, like, I love going down nostalgia lane. I love looking at old pictures. And one of the things I think we kind of miss out on is that we have all of these pictures. Everybody takes these pictures, but do you really go back and look at them? And sometimes I think you should. Sometimes I think you got to put them in something, even if it's like just in an album and you can flip through them, a little slideshow. Everybody has a smart TV. Your smart TV is probably hooked up to your photos. You could probably make something to put it on your smart TV and have it run as a background image. How cool would that be? Start utilizing it. I mean, people have picture frames that do that. You know, they send them to the grandparents so the grandparents can see the children and stuff like that. I think that's what you have to do. I think you have to bring back and harken back to those memories of those really great, yes, the big moments and stuff, but it's these in-between moments, I think, that are super, super important. I keep looking at this face right here, and it's like, oh my God, Joseph. Okay, now one more thing before we go. I'm gonna give one more set of 5 memberships. Is everybody all set? You have all your stuff turned on. We have over 100 people here, okay? 5 more free memberships are going out. You ready? Gifting. Let's see. Is anybody getting them? Sister Yoshi was gifted one. Kerry was gifted one. Marge B was gifted one. Claire W, you got a free membership. And Pat Waters Vlogs was gifted a free membership. Welcome into the Yo Club, guys. Get in the clubhouse. We casted all of our wedding pics on our TV so everyone could see them. I love that. That's great. Never mind. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you for the gift. Maybe after you figure out how to hook up a local TV station. I know. Treating. I kind of figured it out. I just got to find which stations are my locals, because I went to the live TV and I figured out that there's a guide, but then it gives me all these live local stations from Philadelphia and everywhere else. I don't want that. Hi, Lori says, I do look back because I love old pics and memories and I wished I loved back then. I know, still. Look at them, but then think about what can you do now. Look at my thing is still going off. You get a free membership. You get a free membership. You get a free membership. Anyway, guys, I gotta say thank you for hanging out with me and sitting through my little boring album, I guess, okay, of photos. We're being a little nostalgic this week because, like I said, it is Joe and my anniversary on Thursday. Oh my God, my thing is still gonna keep going off because I gifted 5. So it's gonna do it 5 times, guys. You're gonna be seeing me 5 times saying, what the hell, 5 more? No, it's 5. 5 we're giving away. We're giving away. Wait a minute. Darlene just gifted 5 Yo Club memberships? Oh my God. So Toque, Suzanna, Richie Doop, Mike F, and Trades for Free were all gifted a membership by Darlene W. Darlene W, that was really kind of you. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. It was not boring. Oh, I hope so. I mean, I think I love seeing everybody's old photos and just the silly stories behind them. You're so, Darlene, that was really incredibly nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate all your support. Look at I gotta change that. Because it's so goofy. But you guys, it's October 1st. Enjoy October. It is fall. It's officially fall. Get out the damn pumpkin. Start drinking your PSLs. If you don't know what that is, look it up. You know, cinnamon. I would just want to see more graphics. I'm going to have to switch them up now. It's Robtober. Okay. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Enjoy it. Get your coffee on. Go outside. Get a walk. I already went for a walk this morning. I told you I'm getting back on that train. So anyway, take care. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow.